Once upon a time, in a small, quiet town nestled deep within the woods, there lived a young woman named Sarah. Sarah was an introverted and artistic soul who enjoyed spending her time painting and immersing herself in her own world of creativity. She found solace in the serene surroundings of her little cottage, surrounded by towering trees and the gentle rustling of leaves. However, Sarah's peaceful existence took a dark turn when she began to notice strange occurrences. At first, it was just a feeling, a nagging sensation that she was being watched. She would catch glimpses of shadowy figures out of the corner of her eye. But every time she turned to look, there was nothing there. As the days passed, Sarah's unease grew. She started finding peculiar objects left outside her doorstep. Twisted branches, wilted flowers, and handwritten notes with cryptic messages. The messages were unsettling, hinting at a deep obsession and an intimate knowledge of her daily routines. She became consumed with fear, constantly looking over her shoulder and barricading herself inside her home. One stormy night, Sarah heard a faint tapping at her window. She cautiously approached, her heart pounding in her chest. She pulled back the curtains, and her blood ran cold. There, pressed against the glass, was a chilling photograph of herself, taken while she was unaware. The image captured her in the middle of painting, lost in her own world. The face in the photograph was distorted, twisted into a sinister grin. Terrified and desperate for answers, Sarah sought help from the local authorities. They assured her they would investigate, but without concrete evidence, there was little they could do. The stalker remained elusive, leaving no trace behind. Days turned into weeks, and the torment continued. Sarah's once vibrant spirit dwindled, consumed by paranoia and fear. She felt trapped in her own personal nightmare, unable to escape the clutches of her unknown tormentor. Determined to reclaim her life, Sarah took matters into her own hands. She installed security cameras around her property, and even went as far as learning self-defense techniques. But despite her efforts, the stalking persisted, and the sense of dread intensified. One fateful night, as Sarah sat in her living room, a chilling wind howled outside. Suddenly, all the lights in her house flickered and went out, plunging her into complete darkness. Heart racing, she fumbled for her phone and activated its flashlight, illuminating her surroundings. In the dim light, she noticed movement outside, a shadowy figure lurking just beyond her window. Fear and anger surged within her, igniting a spark of courage. Sarah rushed to the front door, swung it open, and confronted her stalker face to face. But as the light from her flashlight illuminated the intruder's features, Sarah's blood turned to ice. It was her own reflection staring back at her from a small handheld mirror. The realization struck her like a thunderbolt. She had been her own tormentor, trapped in a twisted cycle of paranoia and self-destruction. With newfound clarity, Sarah sought professional help, addressing her fears and insecurities. Through therapy, she uncovered the underlying reasons for her distorted perceptions and learned to break free from the prison of her own mind. As time passed, Sarah's life slowly returned to a semblance of normalcy. The shadows that once haunted her began to fade, replaced by the warm embrace of self-acceptance and inner peace. Though the scars of her ordeal would always remain, Sarah emerged stronger, determined to live her life free from the shackles of fear. And so, Sarah's tale serves as a cautionary reminder. A reminder that sometimes, the most terrifying monsters we face are the ones we conjure within ourselves.